Last time on Lawful Stupid. The danger is past. You hear a weak coughing from the direction of now fallen chains. You dig out a shriveled, wizened, elven man.
Devil's gun.
Oh, thank goodness. He was feeding on us. I am Aramis.
Nice to meet you, Aramis. You are considered the most powerful magic in the land.
You're shaping the next generation. So what we would ask is some of your higher ranking individuals come join us, and as the new classes graduate, you send them to us. You send them to help with the effort to go home, back to the main room.
We owe you a debt that cannot be measured, so if you need our aid, it is yours.
Aramis, have you discussed with your ambassador who's coming with us?
I have. And he gestures, and a young woman, Drow, approaches. Hello, and thank you.
Thank you. My name's Peregrine.
Shayla.
Nice to meet you. When are you ready to leave?
As soon as you're ready to go. Where are we headed, Captain?
The Menagerie.
Anchors away?
Anchors away.
Take it away.
So you've set sail from the Eye of Ash. You make your way back to the Menagerie using your bearing of truth. And I don't know why I'm so sing-songy today. So you know it takes a little bit longer to get to the Menagerie than it took to get there. It takes a full month to get back. It took you 2 weeks to get there. So you can presume the Menagerie has moved. The first thing that you'll know as you approach the dock of the Menagerie is that it is full of ships once again. Some of which seem to be in a state of disrepair.
Oh no. That doesn't bode particularly well. Hope they didn't run into too much trouble with the Alliance.
I wonder if any of those dragons survived. And the wyverns and Pegasi. Well, I don't see any of them.
Oof. Them on the Menagerie would be quite a menagerie, wouldn't it?
There's a zoo. They have stalls and cages, perhaps.
Alright, we dock.
You do.
Is there a
Hickory
spot for us?
Yeah, you hickory dickory dock.
Hickory dickory dock. Bippity boppity. Time to dockery.
Time to shoppity.
Bippity boppity, time to shoppity.
Boppity bippity, we're on a shippity. Yeah, we dock. I need to go introduce our friend Sheila. Sheila?
It's Shay.
Shayla. Shayla.
Sheila is my mother, and she's a beautiful woman.
Okay, I didn't say she wasn't.
Well,
I'm going
He's
to.
very adamant about that.
It's a weird tension. We're like 10 seconds in. There's a weird tension. I'm going to introduce our new friend, Shayla, to the proprietor. If you want to come along, you can. Otherwise, I don't imagine we'll be setting sail for a few days. So, see you around.
Yeah, I'll go with you. Magic and whatnot. Makes sense for me to go introduce her.
I want to talk to the proprietor. Just cause he's cool.
And I guess if you're all going, then I'm going as well.
Alright, so. It's alright. Seems a party. I'll turn to Barnabas and Rail. See you around.
so you guys are heading to the proprietor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
One thing you'll note as you walk through the streets of the Menagerie as you're heading there, you see a lot of folks, more than you would typically see on the Menagerie, and you see a lot of folks that you recognize wearing the colors of Rhombius, and generally there's a increased rate of bustle, if you will.
Do I, not looking explicitly for, do I happen to see Happen Tap?
No.
No? Okay.
Do you happen to see Happen Tap?
Do I tap to see?
Happen
Yes.
Tap?
Yes, it was very funny. It's a good joke.
So we talked to that dude.
We go to the proprietor's office.
Oh, welcome back!
Hello. Good to be back. It seems things have gone well, more or less.
Yeah, and of course, in the office there, you see the proprietor, you see Videa, and you see Adalbert.
Yes. Adalbert.
Commandant.
Yes.
Hi, Adalbert. Mr. Adalbert. And Oslo pulls her bag out and starts digging through it. And then pulls out a very nice feather and gives it to Adalbert.
Thank you.
Proprietor told me what you guys are, and it's really cool.
Thank you again.
Yes, we've brought you our friend Shayla, and we are now ready to travel to the mainland.
No. Not what he said.
We've done this thing. He said we needed resources. We have a wonderful resource.
Have you ever heard the phrase putting the cart before the horse?
I haven't. What does it mean?
Well, if you head on down to the Fantasy Enterprise.
We go down to the Fantasy Enterprise.
Talk to Molestia.
You weren't there. We are by no means prepared for a mainland voyage, but yes, Mr. Proprietor. Proprietor, Shayla, Proprietor.
A pleasure to meet you. The pleasure's all mine.
She is the representative for the Convention of Fencing.
Bully!
They've pledged their aid in our coming endeavors.
This is great news. You were very successful. Well done.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, don't sucking my soul.
You should feel. Why aren't you all smiles from ear to ear?
I am.
Hell yeah, my dude.
High five.
High five.
That was easy. What?
No.
I'm sure it'll only get easier from here.
I did die twice.
If I remember correctly, most of you were pretty much on your ass the whole time.
I did die
I wasn't.
twice. It wasn't easy, I wouldn't say. I got better.
That's fair, Oslo. You were on Perry's dead body multiple times. That's a little different, yeah.
That was a little awkward. Yeah.
Well, I mean, just trying to save the girl. Anyways, the mages have pledged their strength and their new recruits to the cause.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we're probably going to go do another one of those missions.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
We never talked about this. We're doing these things in preparations. Are you, helping us in monetary form, in any way, shape, or form?
We've been here before.
I'm not asking, I just don't remember if
Are you
were
extorting me?
sponsoring these. No. I mean, well, if you want
It's
to,
fine if you are.
that's fair. It could be fine. We just want to get on the same page. This isn't extortion. It's more like a sponsorship check. Are you sponsoring our voyages?
You can support us at patreon.com/Fate's Compass Ship.
No, hope. It's hope now.
Oh, oh my gosh, you're so right. Oh no.
She's a bad
It's
captain.
no hope.
She can't remember the name. It's fine.
Well,
She's on Tinder looking for new ships already.
It's actually timber. You fool.
I was working trying to figure it out. Sailors only.
You don't have to be lonely. SailorsOnly.com.
Sound of fish splashing in the water.
Needs more shaking.
Dolphins. So, I suppose, because you are doing such a great service for our initiative, it would only make sense for you to get some sort of tithe from our many funds. So he reaches into a chest and pulls out a couple stacks of platinum coins, which he hands to you in a total amount of 1,200 gold.
Garrett takes it in his hands. Oh, Oslo, and very uncomfortably hands her the gold. I I don't need all of that. Why do I? This is in my hands.
That is... Thank you.
Well, thank you, proprietor.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Oslo's got it in both arms, just like,
You are also thankful. Question, proprietor. While we are a successful band of travelers who are completing missions to get to the mainland, are you perhaps sending others on missions we are not covering to do the same to expedite our trip to the mainland? Or are you
course.
simply waiting for us to...
No, there are many, many, many things that must be done in order to launch a successful expedition. I shouldn't bog you down with all of the details, but we've got agents constantly, tirelessly at work.
Excellent.
Well, really, proprietor, I would be doing a disservice if I didn't give you the next 50 minutes to explain in extreme detail what you are doing.
Do go on.
Well, counterintelligence is a lot.
You know what? You seem pretty busy. I apologize. That was rude of me to ask for all the details. Though I do have one question.
Anytime that you want to know, just initiate a conversation with Adalbert and we'll begin a 14-minute long tutorial.
Oh, I won't be doing that. I think I've got the grips. Proprietor, if you run into a Skullsmith in this process, just let him know Garrett's looking for him.
Sure, I don't do much of the day-to-day myself as far as going out and but if anybody tells me about him...
Sure. Yeah, but we end up in your office, so I don't know who else ends up in your office. I didn't check
Mostly
the guest
only you
on the
guys.
way in, so
You're my only friends.
weird.
Interesting.
Oh, well, okay.
I'm just kidding, I have so many friends.
I wouldn't call Oslo a friend. She seems like a worshipper, but that's
I mean, he's not wrong.
pats Oslo on the head.
Good
And she's-
Oslo.
It's a dragon.
She's counting the platinum.
Okay, well, off I go then. I don't need to crowd your office any longer.
Bye.
We will likely discuss what we're doing next and come speak to you before we depart.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Is Vidya always there? What does she do?
I don't know. I think lottery numbers mostly.
Just the staff divinator.
That's a lot of gold that he gave away for free.
Does he
It's so shiny.
charge, like, residency at the Menagerie? How does he make all that money?
I don't know. Second trip here.
That's fair.
It's the circus.
This is-
It's all the
Definitely
money he makes at the circus.
Oh, that seems like anyways, I'm going to go do just a short shopping trip. Shane, I'm going to get a 300 gold gilded skull, and I'm going to copy into my spell book color spray and protection from
Okay.
good and evil, which we rolled off air, and I was successful for both.
I will also go on a shopping trip. I am also getting a 300 gold skull, and I have a brief...
God, get your own story, Ray.
Listen, I didn't choose the warlock life. The warlock life chose me. But not until after I was chosen by the fighter life, and then the paladin life, and then the fighter life again.
It's the hard knock life that you've chosen is what it sounds like.
I'm not bitter. I would also like to purchase a 300 gold skull.
Yeah, you're able to buy one, but each breath that you take is a gift from me. Never forget it.
Cool. I also have a very...
Hashtag Delmore and Finnegan. Just how easy they were killed.
I got to come back.
Could we have just like crashed a ship and made us ghostly characters we could have been or
Next
something?
week.
I can summon ghosts of them when they die. I'll just check with the DM. Can I summon their ghosts? Nope, they're still alive.
Garrett's bits are always, every time he goes, your friends aren't gone, they're here with us now. And they're like, in my heart, and he's like, no, look behind
Right
you.
there.
No, he let me get out my skull.
You're literally
You want to see
here.
him as a flesh bag?
I want to be
Hold on.
very clear. I've been perusing the details of this UA spell you both are very, very fond of. You don't get to pick the ghost. You can't be like,
I
and the
know.
ghost of Theodore Roosevelt is the one I want to summon.
Well, I do feel like a bull moose, but no, I know. I understand.
Dwayne is frantically reading a spell right now.
Yes. Hey, why are
aggressively scanning.
Wait, in addition to my shopping trip, I have a very brief, very confusing, shopping montage as I'm trying to figure out what armor I can now wear. And eventually, for all you rules crunchers out there, Shane has gifted me maintaining my proficiency with heavy armor. That is all.
In exchange for her level 4 ASI.
Yes.
Is it?
Basically, you gifted her the knowledge that she could take the feat instead of the ASI.
Yes.
Well, no, he gifted.
I skipped a step
proficiency.
in gaining proficiency to heavy armor.
Okay, got you.
To skip that requirement, technically. Hey, Shane, I do want to point out, it does say, physically resembles a humanoid. I will lie all day that's who it is.
Sure.
Okay?
We'll talk about what they look like. Yours looks like a spooky wraith. And
I thought you said Spooky Ray.
and when Spooky Ray casts the spell, it looks like a basically like a silhouette. It looks like the same as the Lone from the Locker. That's just so everybody's tracking.
This is like it.
And they always nod at her.
I would also like to buy it.
What would you like to buy, Oslo?
Yeah. I would like to buy Tinker's Tools.
50 gold, please.
Can do. From my gold, not the ship
Wink.
fund. Because I'm a nice
Wink.
lizard.
Why do you keep
taking it-
blinking?
I'm taking it off the character sheet.
Blinking a lot.
It's a condition.
Oslo can't
doing the
wink
old double
because she's a
blink.
lizard. Yeah, she's just like
doing the
got the
double
big
blink.
eyes, just
She just
really hard
just
blinking
licks
at
her own
you.
eyeball.
Yeah.
I think Oslo puts on goggles, tilts the head like she's gonna wink, but because goggles are on, nobody can see it.
Like, what is she doing?
No.
What can I get in the way of what can you give me for health potions? For 150 Jeeps.
Are you asking me, the DM?
Yes, like what is your price the standard? Are we assuming that I can get as many as I can get for 150 at the PHB price? Or is there like a limited?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that, or if we are going to be here long enough, I can make double the account.
Is there anything I need to get
But it
specifically for Garrett to be able to?
Yeah, you
25 gold, 12 hours
yeah, you
of
have
my
to
time.
buy materials.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So you could buy 150 gold worth of health potion crafting reagents, and then just like while you're on the ship or whatever, you could be like, Garrett, I need sip feel goods.
Well, what would you say?
Oh, yeah. I could do it on the ship if you bought.
Yeah, what would you say?
Yeah, that's smart.
How many would he be able to produce if he's able to produce? Max amount given.
2 a day.
What was you? 2 a day
6, 150 gold, 6 total.
for how much for 150? Would you give me though?
6
Okay.
6 of them.
6.
But what if the days
Shane.
were shorter than normal days?
Shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
you're right. Then he could only make 1.
Great, I'll take it. This is a good deal. Shane lost. That's all I had to do.
What an idiot I am.
Shane, we never discussed, and don't want to spend too much time on it, and maybe it's an after podcast. We'll talk
After
about
hours.
me learning new potions. Me learning new potions. Did we discuss the mechanic for that in a way that I could do that? Because I have 500
We
gold
talked about that a little bit.
I have 500 gold of herbalism shit, and so like,
So
do I just need to pick a potion and then ask what it will take for that to happen?
So we could do this a few ways. You could pick a potion effect, and I could tell you what it would take for that to happen. Or I could tell you that you could pick a spell that you wanted to recreate the effects of, and I could tell you what it takes to make that happen. Or if you had a bit or bauble that you've collected, and you say, I want to make this into a potion, we can do some rolling and see what happens.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm good. I'll think on that.
Cool.
Thanks. Does anybody else have anything, or are we going to move right on?
Moving on up.
All right, cool. We decided to... Oh, we should do that in person.
Yeah, we meet up on the ship probably that evening or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we have family dinner.
Yeah, we do. And Garrett puts his skull on the table and is
What
just
are you
admiring it.
having?
What kind of skull is it?
What are you selling?
It's a mage's
You want to know
skull.
what's for dinner?
I got it from the mage's place.
Beef stew.
Well, why don't we go like to a tavern or something since we're on land?
Oh. Well,
Tavern.
Because the ship's food is paid for.
That's true.
Anywhere we go, I just want to have the pickled eel. So
We have plenty of that on the ship. That's all the mage school gave you was just 30 days worth of pickled eel.
gross.
Yeah, weird diet.
it's not a diet, it's just a desire.
It's actually just their least favorite food. And they're like, fuck, we gotta give them some.
We're on this
Whoever
island and
eats
like
this.
80% of the yield is eel. So we are on the deck of the ship, sitting on scattered barrels and crates.
Oh,
eating our
I
beef
forgot
stew.
you guys never rolled for it. Eye of Ash is actually ancient Elven for place with many eels.
Perfect. I'll eat them all.
What an efficient language. The Eye of Ash translates directly to place of many eels.
Well, it started out as Ayasha, and then it slowly got changed over time.
Okay, that's a cool lore note we have. That's canon now.
So where should we go next?
I'm
Wow.
thinking.
Yeah, there's lots of places to go. It sounds like maybe the best place might be the Shattered Heart for the endless water thing.
I don't think we want to run into the Alliance just yet.
I don't think the Alliance was there. Was the Alliance there?
Exactly. That's my point.
But the Alliance is everywhere, my friends. Don't you know? Since they've taken Rombius, they've pretty much got a footing in every place we're going to go.
Well, yeah, but like it's
It's
not
not an
Alliance
Alliance
patrol.
like prison break or something. like that.
Yeah, which is one of our options.
I don't think we're ready for that yet.
Have we spoken to Ramel since? I know I haven't. I don't know if he sent a message to any of you. Have you heard from him since the attack?
No.
No.
Nope.
Certainly he knows about it though.
Oh,
Right?
absolutely.
no way he
He
doesn't.
knows. He's the top intelligence agent in the Resistance.
Do you think at some point we should return and speak to him? Perhaps he has some insight into what would be helpful.
Garrett, do you have any of those cool spells that you use to perhaps get in touch, send a message magically to Ramel? I'm sure if not, we can get with the proprietor.
No, maybe you should spend your spell slots on learning that one. I'm not about long-term communication.
Or long-term commitment.
Ooh, sick burn.
I'm kidding. This guy.
I was once.
No,
Thanks for bringing
sorry.
that up.
It was supposed to be a joke. I realize now that the error is on my way. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me.
But I'm sure someone on the Menagerie has
Thank you.
I forgive you. Has the sending spell or has a way for us to communicate. If that's what's important.
Maybe not just yet. Maybe when we have something a little more impressive. Not that an entire convention of wizards is unimpressive, just once we have our feet under us a little better. I don't know, I've never done this before.
Well, the wellspring sounds good with endless fresh water. I think that would be useful in any scenario.
Certainly.
Oh, and did the proprietor tell us how we're supposed to get it? Do we just ask for it? Do we have to steal it?
I suppose we'll find out when we get there. Have any of you been there before?
Garrett and I have been there a couple times on
We
mission.
absolutely have not.
I've been there a couple times on mission.
Maybe alone.
Perhaps I don't remember. I have so many partners. It seems long-term commitments are not my thing. That I forgot it wasn't you.
That was
Weird flex.
that was your sick burn.
There was a self burn right there.
Right?
I'm feeling a little distant from you, Garrett. Is why I'm saying that. I love you very much, and I'm glad we. A lot of things I didn't get to say. And I thought we were going to die, and we didn't. And now they're coming out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I see that. I think we're okay.
Anyways, it's been a while since I've been there. I don't remember it being particularly dangerous.
The people.
But the world has changed.
The people there, are they friendly to outside causes? They're not like loyal to the alliance. They don't bend to the knee, but
Garrett looks from the table. Maybe not any of you.
Are they friend?
None of you are elves.
Oh.
Somebody, anybody, roll a history check. You have to be proficient.
Okay.
Oh, you want proficient? Let's see.
I'm
Not
dumb.
it.
Same.
History also
cool.
not proficient.
Barnabas, rail!
Cool.
No.
I'll give you proficient in history.
No.
That's both of them just as one.
Yeah.
The terrifying hive mind that is our ship's NPCs.
We hunger,
you.
Captain. More
Come-
pickled eel, Captain.
Come join us for dinner!
We would love to have
Listen,
you
we
for
walked
dinner.
We walked into the convention of Danzig blindly.
Shane, so you said you know that Garrett would be vaguely familiar with the Shattered
Yeah,
Heart,
I'll
considering
tell
he's
you
familiar with
just
it.
cursory what you know about the Shared Heart is that it's a bunch of smaller islands. So there's not exactly large communities there, but very affluent families have tended to settle them. Like each is their own individual, like, this is where my family lives. We get the whole island. It's bitty bitty, but it's mine.
Charming.
Well, everyone there is very specific in what they like. Whether you're a dark elf or whatever familial bonds you have. Think upper crust family, very affluential people who have influence and power and we're used to it.
You say this like very, very wealthy affluent. I'm looking down at my like ragged tunic and my super beat up trousers and my holy boots. I'm like, oh.
I bet they don't like
So-
lizards, huh?
Yeah, you're going to need a makeover, Perry.
Makeover.
Don't look so excited, Scuzz.
So,
Would we even be able to?
I don't know how they feel about kobolds. Maybe an attraction of some sort.
I mean, I guess I could pretend to be somebody's pet.
Ooh, a
Yeah,
leash.
you'd be a novelty for
I'm not
sure.
wearing a leash.
We're not putting a leash on the tiny dragon.
What about the backpack ones? That
No.
it's not around your neck; it's around your
I don't-
torso.
No, we'll put her in Perry's backpack. That seems fine.
I can run in the backpack. I'm okay with that. I don't want to wear a leash.
I'm not going to make a wear a leash.
I've
you're
been
not
saying
wearing
for
a
years.
leash.
we
Okay,
don't
I
have
get
that
it.
on.
Unless
If anyone wears a leash, it's Scott.
I will-
That's because he's just used.
I will
Just
wear.
differences.
Take that as you will.
BDSM.
Oh my god.
And we're back, Garrett. I love it. And we're back.
I will wear the hardest leash only if it has dragon wings on it.
Oh my goodness, that would be adorable. Just
Hold on, I need
Just
a few
little-
days of downtime.
You can work on it on the ship.
The ship gold.
little weird. Oh, it's precious.
I will give you money from the ship fund.
From the
Make
ship, I will give you money. Not
No, we're
mine.
not. We're not.
It's already yours.
I'll give you a tax
It's
rebate.
the whole
Not
party's.
mine. Somebody else.
So-
it's gonna be great.
Are we walking in? If we set a precedent of lying, and that is how we're gaining audience, it's going to be difficult to maintain that as we're trying to get the support. How?
I don't.
I'm just. What,
I can handle that.
what's our
if you
play
want that.
exactly? Are we being honest? Are we deceiving? What do we want exactly from them?
The water.
I think that we should go in and figure out what these people are about first, instead of just walking in and introducing ourselves as being from the Menagerie.
We gotta
perhaps
case the
in a
joint.
team
We
in.
have to case the
Yes. Garrett,
If
have you?
if we must go to the Shattered Isles, the Shattered Heart, I know people. I know of people there. It won't go well. but at least it will be an inn.
But
I think we could start there.
if it's not going to go well, then won't that just be a bad start?
You don't know anyone there. At least we know someone, and we could have a
A bad start might be
conversation.
better than no start.
Your other option is to case multiple islands. I think that would take time. Even if we were rejected, it's checked off the box and move on. Worst case scenario, we go and talk to the Quigolor family and see what they have to offer.
How do you know them? If you haven't been there before.
That they are my ex-in-laws.
Oh.
How does it hit? I guess does Sky Song know that about you? Would I know that about you? Have we discussed your history?
You would know that you would know that he had a wife and a daughter and they died, but he would not have talked about his in-laws at all.
Well, I mean, when you mention wife, do I
you would
rough,
know
rough.
the devastation behind
Okay.
it. Absolutely. He would have told you at some point. He's not like super hidey about that in general.
Okay.
Like, he just in general talked about him in the last few seconds. So like I said, I don't know that it will go well, but it's a better start than we have. If you have a better idea for it, I altogether don't particularly want to do that.
My ideas just involve sneaking. And I don't think that's a good idea if we don't want to get caught and then found out and then kicked out and then not get the water.
Particularly if we don't know exactly where the
Well, I
item
mean-
is.
To be fair, exactly, there's multiple islands
Yeah.
there, and we got to find where it is, much less how to get.
I think it would behoove us to be polite and straightforward.
So a makeover. What's a makeover?
I'll explain on the trip, Oslo.
And I'll perform that for you on the trip.
Do we have to buy anything for it?
No, Sky Song has everything we'll need.
Oh, I have a whole kit. Cool shit.
Yeah, he's got a trunk full of things that he carries out.
Certainly.
That's terrifying.
Okay.
Say so.
Tomorrow morning we tell the proprietor where we're headed. Get started on restocking, and day after that we head out.
Sounds good.
Sure.
And any other suggestions as to what we should prepare ahead of time? Anything?
No?
Sky Song, real quick. You ever seen any dark elves?
I've come in contact with many dark elves.
Okay, perfect.
Oh,
Is it
we need to get
something you want
stuff.
to talk about
We-
specifically?
Just in case you need to turn into one, it might be beneficial if we end up going down some weird route.
Oh yes, I can change the clothing quickly to in the face makeup. Yes.
Yeah, I knew you had the magic to do that. The juju that you do.
Don't talk about the magics that I do. But speaking of, would you be available for a moment, Garrett, once we finish the meeting with the captain?
Sure.
I don't think there's anything more to discuss.
I think it's it. I was going to say we can get the materials to make the dragon wing harness if you're going to do that. Otherwise, I'm not wearing a leash.
That might be a good end.
Sure, we'll put you in a backpack, it's fine.
Okay.
Or you could just walk. I mean, I don't think it's an issue to put you in someone's backpack. I was just saying they might find it strange that you're a kobold because, not a lot of people have seen them.
Well, that's what I was saying, is I'm going to apparently probably have to be a pet, so.
How are your leg muscles formed?
There's some good eating in her legs.
I'm sorry, what
you
was
seem to-
Skyson's question?
You don't seem to walk on your own often. I just wonder if the muscles are weaker than normal. Just if I backpacked in Garrett's backpack
I
all the time.
haven't ridden in Perry's backpack since we were in Tangia.
I don't know. It just seems to be a theme. I'm just
I gotta
just
climb up
questioned.
their rigging somehow. Which actually, by the way, I actually looked up what a man of war looks like today. Holy shit.
They're big,
Yeah.
they're thick ships.
Oslo would have a ton of fun up in those riggings. So she is climbing all over the place.
Getting all up in the riggings. Okay.
Perry, before we break, I did want to note, and I think it's important that someone says this. You did a good job. We got there, we completed our mission, we got back in one piece. Thank you.
I don't think it had anything to do with what I did, but
Captain, if you want to keep getting compliments, say thank you and move on. I don't need your humility for your great acts.
thank you. You all did splendidly as well.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
Thank you.
And break.
Right.
Garrett,
Yes.
I'm going to let you in on a little secret I have. Well, I'll let you in secret.
It was just...
Go ahead, Jane.
Is this a conversation just between Garrett and Barrett?
It is. It doesn't have to be headphones off.
Okay.
It didn't have to be. I think it'd be cool to give the players a treat.
Throw them a bone.
Thank you.
I need you guys to go donate $50 to be at that level. Garrett, I told you about my mission that I am supposed to get the schematics for the ship that Heimsmark was building, because apparently it was more powerful or more advanced than what the Alliance had going on. I don't think, given the circumstances, it's going to be easy to do without bringing Heimsmark in, but I have a plan.
Okay.
The plan is, part one, I want to try to just get the plans of the Heimsmark knowing. I just don't know how feasible that is. Part two, if part one is not successful, contingency would be to bring Heimsmark in on the second part.
That's really your call. I told you I would back you. But that doesn't mean I'm, equipped in any way, shape, or form to tell you which way you should or shouldn't do. I mean, I don't.
Do you think I should bring Heimsmark in?
Boss, you transparently, you're playing two sides of the coin here, and as long as he doesn't know about that, and he just knows that the Ram sent you on the mission, he might take well to it, though it's super weird. Actually, hold on. As I'm recollecting back to my head, the Ram didn't tell you to do this. You're doing this for your double agent voodoo, yeah?
It's for the job is for the Alliance. It's not for the main. But the things have changed.
Well, listen, you were kind of picking a side here, friend, when you discuss bringing Heimsmark in, and perhaps you just take this to Adalbert and have a real conversation with him of your involvement and stack the deck in our favor. Damn it, I think I picked a side too. Fuck!
So you're saying to become Adalbert, talk to Heimsmark, and stack the deck. Garrett, I love it. Let's go try this.
No, I cannot stress enough. That is not what I said. I said go have a one-on-one with Adalbert as Skysong. You can do what you want to do, but you will not misinterpret my message any further.
Here's my problem. The world has changed. Yes, this much is true. The Alliance still expects me to fulfill a mission. I'm still an undercover operative for the Alliance. But I know that the foe... I need to take that out. I don't know if you catch it or not. The enemy...
No, you've already said it. Garrett won't say much about it. Garrett made you a clear point that he doesn't give a shit as long as you said it. He will remember that. Garrett will remember this. and then we can move forward.
And so he just looks at me and says, the enemy, is what I mean by foe, is out there.
My point
And
here,
who
let
that
me help
is-
you. Let me help you out here, dear. My idea is you talk to Adalbert, let him in, then together you all discuss, make plans that look real as fuck but have obvious flaws. Done. If you don't want to do that, then go pretend to be Adalbert and go brrr and get your plans.
I did want to do that, but now I'm not going to because you suggested.
Are we talking about motorboat?
This episode brought to you by Motorboat.
Motorboating. Motorboating. Get your jet ski there faster than anywhere else. Anyways.
No, I'm talking about when you put your face in some tatas and go.
Use the hashtag to get 10% off of your motorboating.
Why do you think hashtags are coupon codes?
No, hey, let's be classy. You put faces in bosoms. you put them in bosoms. That's what you do with your faces.
What is
Son of a bitch.
Tom? Oh, hey,
Yes,
so I
Tom.
want to fast forward. Then, and I'd love to talk to Adalbert. I'm going to take that approach.
Yeah. Okay.
Is Adalbert alone?
Yes.
This is what the cloth and candles are for. Damn it.
Okay, he's alone. I knock on his door. I'm assuming he's in his room.
Yeah. Don't enter.
Commandant, good evening.
And to you as well, sir.
I understand you are a dragon,
Yes.
and I know that dragons are very, very wise. My friend Oslo has traits that are similar.
Sure.
I have a conundrum, but I think it may possibly help in our endeavors of getting to the mainland.
I'm all ears, my boy.
I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm not going to say the name of the organization, but I work for an organization who seeks to restore balance between the two factions, parties that have been warring for ages. The Resistance and Alliance. And it seems the Alliance is currently on top. For this organization, have been planted in the Alliance. The Alliance has sent me to the Resistance to secure an item. And I was well on the way to doing that before the Alliance attacked the location of Rombius. What are your thoughts?
To your spy.
Yes.
What are your intentions?
The mission that I was given from the Alliance was to secure the blueprints for the large ship or contraption, whatever it might be that Heimsmark was working on. And I could do that. But I wanted to come to you, and the advice of my good friend, if you can call someone who's in my position, someone who has friends, my friend, Garrett, said, be honest with you. I'm being honest with you. And yes, I lie a lot in my business, but I'm being honest for the first time in a long time with you. I know that the Alliance will win if we do not change those plans that I give back to the Resistance.
I believe you. I know that you know what I am, and I know that you've seen what I am firsthand because you've seen the proprietor in his true form. So I know that you must come here and tell me that you are a spy working against my life's works and machinations, knowing full well it would take little more than a lift of my finger to wipe you from the face of the earth for all time. And you wouldn't do that if you were lying.
I didn't think about you wiping me from the earth part, but I do believe it.
Now I believe that you're just an idiot, but one that would not lie, because if you did, I would know on account of you being an idiot.
Okay, I'm regretting this decision. Go on.
You ought to pass false schematics to the Alliance.
That is what I thought would be a good idea, perhaps.
I will have them drafted and delivered to you.
I've been in this business for a long time, Commandant. What is the catch?
There is no catch. You are willing to do a service for me that will benefit our organization. You're going to do what comes natural to you. Betray. I only trust that at this point, you know that should you betray me or those close to me, you will die a painful death.
Understood.
Get the fuck out of my sight.
And I bow and back away very quickly. And see, that's all I need.
Terrifying.
Is Albert kind of hot?
Tentacle and all.
Yes. The answer is yes.
All right.
We've all learned something today.
We have.
The next day you are delivered from a Heimsmark a set of false schematics.
Okay, awesome.
The next morning, I go and tell the proprietor that we're heading to Venture Coast.
Ventricles. I'm so jealous.
You a fan?
Oh, I love Ventricles. I can't go there anymore. Really, I can't. But
Too much of a reputation.
no, not reputation. Last time I was there, I lost my shirt.
So a reputation. Or one or the other. Anything you would hazard. None of us are terribly familiar with it.
Set a limit before you go. Know what your hard line is, and do not budge.
Okay. Gambling or just...
Yeah, again,
Oh.
that's why you go to Ventricles.
Well, no, we're going to Venture Coast because we're launching a suicide mission to the mainland.
Well, if you want to be a fuddy-duddy.
Apparently I'm pretty good at it. Anything other...
No, I heard you were a crybaby, not a fuddy-duddy. Expect better of you.
Okay.
Don't
That
you
was
talk
mean.
about my captain
You're
like
the
that.
one who told me. We spent like 2 hours last time you were here just talking about crybaby Barrett.
I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. This is my captain. Please do not make her cry.
Wink.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I see. Okay.
But seriously, don't do that again, please. It's my captain.
Do you know anything about Ventricles?
No, except that apparently Garrett's in-laws are from there. And that they're very...
We're just spilling the dish about Garrett. Just all the things.
I didn't know it was
Like
secret
drugs.
information.
Do you like drow women? I can't blame you.
They're very affluent. Is Garrett here? Okay.
Was everyone here then? Okay.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
very affluent.
I don't have anything to say to that.
Pretty
Oh
Not
yes,
anything productive.
lots of money. Yes.
closed off.
He looks you all kind of up and down. You're not planning on going just like that, are you?
I knew it.
I quickly changed my visage to something more regal.
Can't change your clothes unless you're casting a spell.
Doing it.
Do it. Yeah, that is better. You're going to need a mask though.
A mask.
Oof. Yes, we'll have to.
Are we going to Orlais? Is this Orlais?
Do you have any watermelon?
Are you going to cut 2 holes in a watermelon and put it on your head?
There are benefits.
Whatever works. No, I'll go dressed as an alchemist. The guild
Masks.
attire will
Like
just fine for me.
masquerade masks?
Yes, everyone. It is the fashion there, especially because high stakes gambling kind of hide your features. You can bluff a little better, perhaps.
They're just so terribly
Everyone wears-
comfortable. I think everyone will be wearing them in the future.
Very funny. It's some sort of bride of or princess. I'm not sure. People typically wear masks, finery, and oh dear. It's a good thing you came and spoke to me. And he starts kind of going through his drawers and he produces a slip of paper. This is an invitation. You'll need this.
Take it.
That will only get you access to the basic finery. If you'll need to proceed beyond that, you're on your own.
And what is it an invitation to? Or what does it say?
Well, it's sealed. Are you opening it?
I'm gonna like start to open it and look at it. I'm like,
No, it must be opened by the attendant who will greet you at the dock.
there. The dock there. Okay.
Yes, eventually.
Okay. I'm gonna put it in my bag.
That'll give you access to the island. There may be more levels of restriction. I remember high rollers and the whole situation. I don't know per se what you'll need once you get there. But that'll get you onto the island.
Okay.
Wait. There's dice games. There's dice games?
No.
Dice games, card games, roulette, races, anything a man, woman, or kobold could wager upon is there. Chocobo
Oh, this is
races.
so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Chocobo races, hell yeah!
Proprietor, would you like to come? You sound as if you'd love it so much. Take a break. It's got to be rough running this menagerie all of the time. The stress.
Adalbert's here. He could watch the
I
menagerie while
know.
you're
Just
gone.
The thing is,
Spread your
if I
wings.
go, I don't have wings. The thing is, if I go, then Adalbert, will say that I'm shirking my responsibilities and that all I ever want to do is play, and then I'll get in trouble.
oh, bummer, total
Well,
bummer.
you could come on the next one.
Yeah, but the next time we'll be at the main. I'll start my own casino.
What would you call it?
I'm surprised you don't already have one here.
I'll call it.
Proprietor's Palace.
I'll call it. Legs and boy cows.
I don't like it. You should stay here.
You know, gams and bulls.
Oh.
Ha! I'm clever. Okay, have a fun trip.
Genuinely, one question: is there a dress code
I mean,
to Ventricos?
I don't. You've got an invitation, so I don't think they would push you away, but it is expected. There's a certain expectation.
That means they're gonna treat us like shit if we look like shit, right?
Listen. I'm gonna get some things. I'm gonna get you some measurements. I'm gonna get
It's-
the clothes on the ship, and
The whole thing's like one big grand ball. You're going to want to be dressed to the nines.
Oh.
Doesn't.
Well, and I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing to get new, not holy clothes.
Because
Everybody.
I'm not holy anymore either.
Peregrine, listen to me.
What?
Every pretty girl deserves at least one pretty dress. Any boobs you'll notice.
Also, it's behind her. What does that mean?
she only gets one dress ever.
At least
What's a dress?
one. At least one. And every dashing young lad deserves at least one fine suit. And every little kobold deserves to shine resplendent like a dragon from time to time.
So I just get to dress like a dragon?
Or you should give her
Want
wings.
to? It's whatever you think says bold and powerful and beautiful.
Kobold.
Dragon onesie. Glitter dragon onesie.
All right, if that's your thing, or maybe. Oh, I've got an idea. I don't know. It's a little bit gauche.
I don't know what that word means.
I'm not surprised. Are you familiar with the dragon cultist?
She is the dragon cultist.
Isn't that just a kobold?
Sure. But there are some of these cultists, they wear these regal ceremonial robes. And I believe they would look fantastic.
Okay. Do I get a hat?
Up to you.
I want a hat.
Okay, I don't know where you would wear it exactly. Well, I guess you would. It's fine. Wear whatever makes you comfortable, but be aware it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So jealous. Anyway, on your way. Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll get back soon.
Oh, and make sure you bring the wellspring.
Yes, certainly. We're not it's not a pleasure trip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
Apparently.
Sometimes you just go to the casino to have a good night and you come back with a magical artifact that can help save the world. You know how it be. That's why
Generates as much water as possible because the dehydration is real.
And no hangovers here.
Exactly. I was agreeing with you.
Definitely, you're gonna say something.
Ozulu, funds. I'll make sure to get plenty of cloth and fabric and get you guys stitched up in something real nice.
Yeah, just let me know what you need.
Do you know how to sew?
I'm
Shane. Oh, absolutely.
still pretty keen on the dragon onesie idea.
I can make literally anything you want. Just you tell me and we'll make it happen.
Alright, we'll work on it. We have a whole montage we can do.
Shane, how much did it cost for spare fabrics and
I will say that for the sake of you actually being pretty dang talented at making clothes and being resourceful, that instead of fine clothes for all four of you, 100 gold.
Done.
I've never had need to buy fine clothes in D&D before.
You could say any number, and most of us would nod because we don't know what a set of fine clothes costs. But
I have a character with fine
with
clothes. It was level 1 when I picked him, so I don't remember how much it cost.
I would love to see some fan art of these new fancy.
Yeah, we'll get
Oh,
there.
it's
We'll
coming.
get there.
Oh, it's
going
coming.
to the going
It's
to
coming.
the
What do you think I'm
dance,
doing in between this episode and the next one?
In the 10 minutes.
Finishing all of the.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Sorry.
Well, you don't know what,
All right,
you don't know
well,
what everybody's next time on Lawful Stupid, we're gonna sort things out on the boat.
Work the gameplay.
Work the gameplay.
okay.
We'll sort your closest.
No, that's fine.
There's gonna be
The
rolls.
boats too.
It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
Oh, cool!
Yes.
It's like gonna be Final Fantasy. We're gonna make our dresses.
And so I suppose that's where we'll end this episode.
Yay.
Yes.
I can't wait.
So excited.
Good job. Look at us being a functioning Dungeons and Dragons party. Making clans, making friends.
Getting information about where you're going.
Outing each other's backstories.
Yeah. Eating stew.
yeah.
Diamond out Garrett every chance we get.
Oh, yeah, I loved that part. Yeah, no. Oh,
Getting
my
threatened by
buddy
a dragon.
Garrett. He
Yeah.
told me to come talk to you.
That's like a turn.
I was more scared than I thought I would be, especially that just the nice way he said it, but not in a nice way.
Yeah. He's disgusted by
threatening.
You knew he meant business. That's okay.
Kind of hot though.
Hold on. Is he hot?
It was a sexual repulsion, though, you know?
He's not hot.
I'm not sure if it's Perry or Ray, but one of those has a type.
A little smolder. Speaking of hot dragons, Let me tell you about Patreon. Patreon is the website that was created a few days ago where you can go and support your favorite shows or artists, whatever. But we are on there. We are on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/Lawful Stupid Podcast. Several tiers on you to choose from. A lot of rewards depending on which tier that you choose. To me, even $1 is like the most rewarding because you get to jump in the Discord. Actually, that's free. You don't have to pay us anything. But you get the extra content that Dwayne and Shane throw on there because, to be honest, the rest of us aren't doing a whole lot. But they are some good boys with that. Anything we throw on there, bonus games we play, we put on so just a lot of extra content. At $20, now the $30, you get a t-shirt. You get to jump into a game with Shainsaw. He's going to put you your own little island in the campaign that will become part of the story. That can be very important. And that's awesome. So, you want to support us? Go to Patreon, pick a tier that matches what you can match income-wise and what you think you want reward-wise. And we will love you very much.
Hey, and if you want to support the show in a different way and totally unrelated way, you can go to store.lawfulstupid.org. And I'm hoping, because here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put pressure. I'm going to apply pressure to our artists right now. Next episode, we're going to have a dress-up episode. So I'm hoping our two artists on the calls will have dress-up characters for us that we can sell as stickers. Stickers may be there. They may not be of our fine clothes version. Worst case scenario, you can get one of those sweet, sweet t-shirts. And because it's May, if you get one of the Min-Max Mankind shirts, they are super nice. And all the profit from those simply goes to the kids. They're also super nice and comfy. I'm wearing them. It's wonderful.
I don't have a segue. I never do. I don't know why I pretend I'm going to.
At this point, we don't need
I'm
one.
not going to. Yeah, no, I am the segue.
I am a segue.
It's called a cold transfer.
Be the segue you want to be in the world. Roll for Humanity. This month brought to you by 826 Michigan, which includes the Liberty Street Robot Supply and Repair, the Detroit Robot Factory, and onwardrobots.com. I got so scared because I'm used to doing Warlock stuff. Now I'm doing the Roll for Humanity stuff. 826 Michigan is an organization that provides free of charge nonprofit writing and tutoring for students aged 6 to 18. They do a lot of great work as far as literacy. It's an organization that meant a lot to a dear friend of mine, and our roll for this week is going to be a 5.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
If you also roll you at home,
Got him.
you can make that even better.
Yes, you can jump on over also to onwardrobots.com to find out more about what they do and who they are.
Indeed. And you know where you can find information about all the things that we've talked about. Art for the fancy outfits we're going to have next session, and stuff for the Roll for Humanity, as well as our Min-Max Mankind that at this point will have ended. But you can go back and see all the cool stuff that happened. And the Patreon, you can find all of that stuff on the Discord, because we have special channels for patrons. We have channels for fan art, or just for general art, we have channels for talking about D&D, asking for help and building characters and building encounters. There's a selfie party. There is Smile Today, where we put the memes and the adorable pictures of animals and children. And they're just a beautiful, wonderful, supportive community where you can go hang and talk about D&D and talk about the show. So come join the Discord.
Come and join our Discord. We'll be waiting for you.
We'll be waiting.
The beautiful synchronicity.
It is my eternal burden to remind you to tweet about the show using the hashtag StupidCast. Doing so really helps get the word out about the show. And if you can just take the time to leave a nice little review on iTunes, give us a little rating, 5 stars preferably, about whatever you think we earned. Somebody who thinks that we've earned 5 stars is, I'm going to choose to pronounce their name as Local Espion, like the Pokemon, and not Locals Peon. Comes to us all the way from Ireland. That's where my family's from. And I thank you for listening. And when I eventually take my honeymoon, that's where we'll be going. Hit me up. Maybe we can hang out. Awesome. 5 stars. This is such an awesome podcast. The world building is fantastically well done and descriptive. Gives me the chills at times. Everyone is so dedicated to role-playing their characters faithfully, This has elicited more than a few involuntary barks of laughter or gasps of heartbreak in very public venues. Love it. Keep up the great work.
I like that.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Well, I like that.
Oh god, this is from a long time ago. I thought it was a new one. I don't remember reading this one. It just says, great. These guys are hilarious. Atlas is my man, but I read it as mom. Atlas is my mom. Anyway,
No, you read it right.
perfect.
Atlas was that guy.
So yeah, take time, rate and review. And I will give you this question to grow on. How important does one have to be considered assassinated and not just murdered? We love you.
We love you.
Bye.